What's good is your boy Tab Money, and lately, man, I've been on my spiritual journey. So basically, what I'm trying to say is that due to what's going on with the video game industry, I know I was an Xbox hardcore fan. I'm still am, but not like that more. Not like that no more, cause due to exclusives, what I'm saying, being shared with PlayStation and stuff. Even though they never owned the studios at first, that's giving the IPs to PlayStation, Nintendo, but the whole video game war. I was never part of the video game war, but but at the same time, the reason why I want to bring that up because due to video games like basically Baldur's Gate 3, Diablo, and many other Fantasyland games, I take it upon myself to really create these video game avatars as thought forms within my subconscious and my consciousness. So basically, what I've been doing, visualizing, using a vision board to attract these beings into my life. So basically, I'm gonna go through my three spirit guides, or different races of elves, and this is gonna be a new thing I'm gonna put out. To give an introduction to astral beings. You know what I'm saying? Because what's keeping me connected to the physical world is definitely crystals, because crystals definitely keep me focused while I'm in the physical world, but also keep me attached to the spiritual world. You know what I'm saying? Even though I used to talk about the digital world, but as you can see, I'm using the digital world to create the thought forms that I need to have in my life, not just in life, but also in the afterlife or within the astral planes, which Dungeons and Dragons is based upon of, and their books are expensive. I don't know if I have money to buy all their books, but I said, hope I can say. But I want to go through my three spirit guides right here that are connected to me that represent three different things in my life. And also there's some differences and some updates that I did with my three spirit guides. The one on the left, that's purple, purple or blue, whatever color you see. I'm not colorblind. Whatever color you think my spirit guide Riku is, she deals with crystals. So even though she did with astral projection and lucid dreaming and stuff, but she mainly is my spirit guide when it comes to crystals and stuff. Like, she got me through the use of crystals and how to deal with crystals and stuff, and whole nine yards. So Riku, that's her name, and she's a drow, or AKA dark elf. And when it comes down to her, her being my spirit guide of crystals and lucid dreaming and astral projection, she also helps me to stay intact in the physical world and realize I am in the physical world. You know what I'm saying? Whole nine yards. And Riku is my, she's a drow, dark elf, but she's not really all that. I guess evil she is, kind of like, she play ball, she got balance, put it like that. But when it comes to the next two, it's kind of opposite. The one in the middle, she's a human elf or a half elf, wherever you want to put it, is my spirit guide, Shasha. Now, she deal with herbalism, cannabis sorcery, or cannabis magic, whatever you want to call it. There are books out there that speaks upon it. But once I get a deal of definitely with the meditations and stuff, I would say yoga too, but I'm still smoking cigarettes, and due to smoking cigarettes, it's hard to do yoga. So, only thing I can do is meditate, and that works out fine. But Shasha, she deals with herbalism. That's why she's green and stuff. She got green all over her and stuff. But she's a human elf or a half elf. You know what I'm saying? So, hold on, y'all. That means she got the human energy and the elf energy. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, y'all. And she's my good girl. She's my good. The reason why she is my good girl, because she's my spirit guide that deals with herbalism. She's all about me being healthy, taking care of myself and stuff. So when I get into herbalism, like herbalism tea and stuff, and also making mojo bags with herbalism, basically root work is what it's called, conjuring. I'm a hoodoo shaman or a hoodoo practitioner. So I ain't got to deal with just, whatever what you see on TV is a whole different story, because it deals with nature, worship, or being in tune with nature, being in tune with the plants, being in tune, like that type of spirituality, natural spirituality. So when it comes to Shasha, she's my half human elf, and she's all about really just guiding me to being healthy. She cares about my health, she worries about my health and everything like that. And my next spirit guide, so she's a good girl. She's the one that cares the most, love the most, gives me love and affection. Now my next spirit guide, Maya, you know what I'm saying? As you can see, she's a full blown elf. Riku is a dark elf. Shasha is a half elf, and Maya is a full-fledged elf, and she deals with African traditional religions, and me being hoodoo and being a hoodoo practitioner. Like when it comes to Santeria, Palamanunde, and all of them, those are like religions. You know what I'm saying? Those are religion type of, those are African traditional religions. Hoodoo or hoodoo practitioners, it's not really a religion, it's a craft. It can be your religion if that's the whole, if you full-fledged focus on it. You know what I'm saying? It do deal with Christianity, but also can deal with it can deal with black magic as well. When it comes to Maya though, when it comes to African traditional religions, yes, it do involve dark folk magic, which is a mixture of black magic and folk magic together. But you know, when you study the history of black magic, or actually not the history, but the original text of it, like the Book of Black Magic and Pacts and stuff, it do got some God influence or Yahweh influence in it, or God influence into them books when it comes to dealing with. So that's like dark folk magic, not that full-fledged radical stuff that you hear about with, because like with PD and all that, that's like really like radical magic, or basically whatever you want to call it. Dark folk magic is basically hoodooism. I call it like Draco hoodooism. Like, you know, it's a craft where you mix black magic and folk magic together. But at the same time, you can come up with your own rules and your own regulation that you stick with it. Because folk magic is low magic. Ceremonial magic is high level magic. Something that's high level. Like, if you want to reach success and all that, that's ceremonial magic. But folk magic is a type of low magic that's something for yourself and the community. You know what I'm saying? So ceremonial magic is where you get all the radical things going with the rituals and stuff like that. But when it comes to folk magic, it's low magic, and it's magic for yourself, mainly for yourself in the community and the people, your family, your friends, all that. So when it comes to folk magic, I usually base my philosophy on color sorcery, which turns every single thing to a form of worship and a form of magic. That would have to be a franchise, because here in this physical world, I did not know about cutting folk or folk magic. So basically what I'm trying to say is I'm getting deep into folk magic because it's the opposite of the philosophy that I had at first about color sorcery and stuff. So folk magic deals with ethnic, cultural things. You got American Irish magic, Italian American magic. Like, it's called North American Folk Magic. And that's why I'm part of North American Folk Magic, which basically means I deal with different spirits, jinns, goblins, elves, all the races you can think of. And the reason why I'm bringing up Dungeons and Dragons, because even though I've been knew about Dungeons and Dragons, I did not know the different races in that game. Like, I've been knew about elves and all that, and I've been saw pictures of mermaids and elves all them together, and when I was in school, but no knowledge of Dungeons and Dragons. So when Baldur's Gate 3 came out, you know what I'm saying, I still got the images of, as you can see, I still do, but I still got the avatars in the game. Because what I'm doing is, if you don't realize it, I be changing their hairstyle. So the reason why I change the hairstyle and take every picture of it, so that my visual image can get into my third eye, or my non-physical eyes, or my third eye, to see them in the spirit. So basically what I'm trying to say is folk magic is not really, even though I was delving into, you know, Luciferianism and stuff like that, but I'm really focused on my cultural roots of hoodooism, or basically Draco hoodooism, but it's really dark folk magic. It's not really, because Draco hoodooism is a different story. See, I'm all about representing North American folk magic, because when you look at video games these days, look at Baldur's Gate 3, it deals with magic. Like, most of these games that come out deals with some form of magic or so. And North American folk magic, even though it's not a new concept, is basically stretches from Canada, United States, and Mexico. So basically what I'm here on this earth to really do is to represent North American folk magic instead of color sorcery. Because when it comes to color sorcery, that deals with people choosing a color that identifies as their race. And due to cultural and ethnic backgrounds we have here in America, I have no knowledge of folk magic at first until I started buying books of it and started Googling it, and started digging deep into it. And I realized, and also like Marvel movies and stuff, it predicted that type of thing where people practice their own folk magic tradition. Like that's what the Marvel movies is about. Is someone practicing folk magic, trying to get someone that's practicing ceremonial magic. So if you look at occultism deeply, you gotta look at the astral beings or the spiritual beings that exist within the astral planes. Because people don't speak about the astral planes that much because they don't deal with the different spirits that reside there. You got jinn, goblins, elves, orcs. They all exist within the spirit realm because we gave existence to them. So basically what I'm trying to do is give existence to my 3 spirit guides here so that when it comes for the time for me to really get into crystals, get into herbs, get into African traditional religions, that's when my spirit guides are fully active into my life, my mind, body, and spirit as well. So when it comes to North American folk magic, that's why I'm basically about cutting folk. I'm a hoodoo practitioner. You know what I'm saying? But dark folk magic. I'm not really Draco hoodoo because in Draco hoodoo, see, hoodoo is a craft. Draco hoodoo, that's when you want to go wild for, like, that's what someone that want to use on their ops or something. Like that's the type of, it's like really like, it can be sorcery, but also can be necromancy as well if you practice Draco hoodoo. Now I might come out with books, explaining about folklore things and folk magic and the different races and the different astral beings that exist in the spirit realm. Because we don't live that long. We don't live that long here in the physical world, especially if you live in America and you don't got good health care and the food, and, it's not that good, but you got to eat it though. So basically what I'm trying to say is that with my 3 spirit guides right here, they all about guiding me into folk magic. You know what I'm saying? Basically going on my own way, my own path, my own spiritual path. Like I've been on the monk mode for so many years and whole 9 yards. Now when it comes to these 3 coming into my dreams, they don't come to my dreams appearing like this. They come in different races, different forms, and sometimes they take a form of a stranger, sometimes they take a form of my family members. It depends on what form they want to take in my dreams. So yeah, my 3 of my spirit guides and also my fallen angel wifey and all this other stuff that I keep on spinning out for years, they all active in my dreams. So the reason why I haven't been pushing content and stuff because I've been sleeping a lot. I've been practicing lucid dreaming, but my dreams have become visual now because I've been practicing non-visual effects and body awareness, tactile imaging, or basically energy work. But I've really been doing that clairvoyant work where I have my eyes closed and put my hands in front of my eyes while my eyes are closed and moving around and just seeing the shadow of it moving. And that will bring me clairvoyance. That's part of energy work. Rest in peace to Robert Bruce, already passed away, but I basically learned this basically from him. So when it comes to energy work, I'll be able to see my spirit guides right here in their true form in my dreams. Yes, I am kind of lucid in my dreams, but not fully aware or fully aware that I know I'm aware I'm dreaming, but not taking control of it. Sometimes I do, but sometimes I just don't take control of it because I'm always surrounded by the ocean due to that being my connection to Yemaya and stuff. And also to Olokon, them being my, you can say my spirit guide parents, but really just I'm just a devotee or just a non-initiate that's dedicated to them. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes, I'm gonna come out with a video talking about my spirit guide parents and how they are active and how I'm trying to bring them into existence. So basically what I'm trying to tell y'all is that I've been on my spiritual journey, practicing North American folk magic, you know what I'm saying, which stretches from Canada, United States, and Mexico. South America got their own thing, but they practice folk magic too. There is such thing as South American folk magic as well. There's different types of crafts that they practice down there as well. Some even mostly ceremonial, but really just folk tradition. And that's why I'm basing. But folk magic can be connected to Christianity as well. But mainly Catholicism and Pentecostalism, due to their connection to sort of magic stuff, or exorcism, whatever you want to call it. Whole 9 yards. So basically what I'm trying to say is I'm gonna come out with videos talking about different astral. I'm gonna come out with videos like this and talk about different astral beings within the spirit realm. You know what I'm saying? To give you a clear definition of what I'm trying to bring you in. Like right now, you got people that used to be Xbox bringing people to Christianity and stuff, and people accepting other things, what's going on in the world. But no, the main thing about it is I'm still connected to the physical world, but at the same time, I'm completely shut off from the things of the physical world besides the news and the headlines about what's going on in the world. You got to be aware of what's going on. But I'm more connected to the spiritual realm because how close I am to, like, I do wake up sleep paralysis and see like a lower spirit, or a lower spirit is a voodoo spirit, but I always have lowers in my room. Cause don't get me wrong, I can't have an altar in a different room. No, I gotta have it in my room. But right now I kind of slow that down, just really focus on meditation. So North American folk magic is just something that I'm trying to practice and embrace. You know what I'm saying? Whole night y'all trying to practice and embrace. For me, I'm dealing with astral beings. Like when it comes to people dealing with extraterrestrials, they can do that if they want to, but at the same time, it's not really too many races of extraterrestrial races. Mainly the only extraterrestrial race that's active and people know of is the reptilians and greys. But when it comes to astral beings, there are different, there's over 1 million different races of astral beings that exist within the spirit realm. And you can find them in Dungeons and Dragons, you can find them in Magic the Gathering, you can find them in many other fantasy books that talks about these different fictional people, these fictional beings that exist within these fictional it can exist in the spirit realm. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on, yo, it can come to existence into the spirit realm. So something like Dungeons and Dragons, since they talk about the astral planes a lot in Baldur's Gate 3, just by playing Baldur's Gate 3, when you hear the dialogue between the players, that just tell you that the Dungeons and Dragons speaking the truth when it comes to the beings that exist within that realm that you can't see with your physical eyes, but only with your spiritual eyes or your non-physical eyes. So basically, that's the type of doctrine and philosophy that I put. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of philosophy and doctrine that I put out there to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still play video games due to the simple fact that I could create thought forms from these avatars. Like from Street Fighter 6, from Baldur's Gate 3, from many of these video games that you can create characters. What I do with these created characters is put them in my subconscious to where I'll be able to see them within my non-physical eyes or within my spiritual eyes. You know what I'm saying? On that yard. So I do got a folder in my devices where I visualize looking at the pictures of bringing these spiritual beings into my life. And that's one thing. So I deal with astral beings. You got people in this world that deal with extraterrestrials. For me, I'm dealing with spirit beings that exist within Dungeons and Dragons. Nobody's not talking about the astral beings that exist within Dungeons and Dragons. Like goblins, orcs, genomes, halflings, all of them exist within the spirit realm. I'm telling you the truth, but we mainly focus on extraterrestrials for some reason. And when it comes to the spirit realm, the main spirit being the race that we talk about is either ascended masters or fairies. So basically, I'm giving my own definition and theory about these fictional race beings, whether elves, goblins. Just give you a clear definition what they play a role in the spirit realm, in my theory and my understanding. You know what I'm saying? It's not really many books on Amazon that talks about astral beings that exist within the astral plane. I mean, it's not really books out there that talk about the extraterrestrial, different races of them, but the only ones that are active are reptilians and greys. But when it comes to the astral beings, they are like down there 1 million or probably 1,000 or billion different races of them that exist within the different dimensions. So that's what I'm trying to push in my content for right now in this channel. Like, I might come out with gameplay, but I don't know if I'm gonna still do that. But mainly, I'm gonna talk about North American folk magic, but really the astral beings that exist within the spirit realm, and that's what I'm trying to push. So I hope y'all enjoy this 20-minute long video. You know, what I'm trying to bring in. You know, like I said, I've been sleeping a lot. Like, I've been constantly sleeping. You know, like I do take medication. It makes me drowsy. So, and I take a lot of it too. So I definitely sleep a lot. I sleep a lot. Barely play video games and all that stuff. But I sleep a lot. So be on the lookout for the videos, and I'm gonna just give my definition of these astral beings. So not just extraterrestrials, but astral beings, and there's more than just elves and fairies. That's all I gotta say, so peace.